Afternoon, because the patch jobs I was gonna do today till dark, we can't do now because it snowed. So I'm just staying busy helping the guys out. So now I'm gonna grab a dump trailer and dump it for the crew. I don't do this very often, but it would have been nice if I plugged in my lights on the trailer going through the big city. What the? What? It didn't even. That's all that was holding that door shut? Oh, okay. Lucky we didn't have that fly open. Instead of being irritated about that, I should be grateful that it never opened. I'm so grateful that this door didn't fly open because it wasn't properly hooked up. There's a fine line between being pissed off and being grateful. Find that line hard. Balance. Builder has going on here. He's for aesthetics, he's putting in a built-in gutter so it looks kind of nicer from the front. What we got here is a temporary gutter in here now, and so we're going to put a steel gutter in here. We're going to have it custom bent, but we're just going to fill this up and slope it to the end, and the downspout is inside a pillar when they get all done. So what I'm doing here is just get measurements. So basically, got to go get the metal bent. The drainage and everything is kind of funny, but the gutter and the soffit is actually going under the existing roof. This is just an outdoor kitchen, but there's going to be there's a column there, but it's going to be, anyway, the downspout that goes down through there is going to be going down through a pillar. It's going to be closed, so this gutter is actually going into that framing and kind of out of sight all the way down to that pillar. Very unique.
We are in Sioux Falls working on a lovely Victorian home. What's the issue with built-in gutters? So just to show you the stuff that we come across when we run into a built-in gutter situation. This one, the roof line came to the built-in gutter right here, and then they had a coping metal that covered it up, and they had a gutter out here to catch all the water coming down. When we took all that out and did a investigation, see what was going on, kind of assess the situation, found out that a lot of the soffit was rotting out and some of the rafters are rotting out too. As you can see, some of them fell out. So what we have to do to rectify the situation is we're going to have to put in sister rafters, and we got to go up a few feet, screw them inside the attic, and bring them out to where the new soffit's going to be, and then rebuild this entire soffit.
Okay, what we got here is the final product. What we ended up having is we got all new ice and water underneath this area, whole area here. New step flashing, 4x8 pieces of step flashing for every row of shingles. And how we trimmed it off, it's cement board siding. So we just trim the siding up, put a drip cap over the cedar, and now that wall is completely protected against wind-driven rain. The reason we use cedar instead of PVC or even cement board trim, the house has cedar corners on it, inside and outside corners, so that's what we went with. But it's a typical repair we do all the time. If the contractor would have just done it right in the first place, instead of cutting a corner and getting in and out, he could have actually charged them a few $100s extra for the additional labor. Even if the insurance company didn't pay for it, the homeowner would have been willing to have it as an upgrade to get new step flashing in there. But a lot of times if the insurance doesn't pay for it, the contractor won't do it, and they won't even explain to the homeowner why it's so important. The homeowner might have had a chance against wind-driven rain if the installers would have just used the step flashing and then lapped them like they're supposed to and just reused them and just mangled it that way. It would have been better than what they did, just slapping the tin shingles down with nails and laying the shingles on top. So it's quite a typical repair job. We got a wood shake tear off that we're doing, and we're going back to the homeowner. We're doing a full ice and water deal on the whole deck. Homeowner was insistent upon that, just more protection. So full ice and water on the whole deck. The United Steel panel. It's the Pinecrest panel, 29 gauge steel with epoxy and granules on it. So it has a 25-year appearance warranty. Manufacturer backs it for 50 years. We've had good luck. The first one I installed was in 2001. It's still on the roof and still looks great. It's a good product. We do several of these a year. We really like it. It can really make the house look pretty. We've had a callback a couple times on the sewer boot flashing. So these sewer boots, every time we install a roof, we install a new flashing around them. It's just common sense. You don't reuse 20-year-old metal and flashings on details on roofs. So we installed a roof 9 years ago, had a call back that this pipe was leaking. My project manager goes out and yeah, the pipe is leaking. But the sewer boot appeared to be in good shape. There was no damage, rot to the rubber flange, and everything was installed properly. But right below this pipe, there was a spot on the ceiling. And so the logical thing to do is to come to the conclusion that sewer boot flashing was leaking. So we changed out the sewer boot flashing and did it right. Put ice and water underneath it, put blackjack sealant underneath the flange, glued it down to adhered it to the ice and water, and re-shingled around it. All new sewer boot flashing. 6 months goes by, get another call from the homeowner. The spot is back. Now we put Kills-It on the paint on the ceiling and we painted it, and it dried up. But then that spot came back again. It was leaking. So I went out and I looked at it, and the drywall was a little bit wet and it was leaking. Get up on the roof. It's a perfectly brand new sewer boot flashing, and it's installed properly, and it's not the sewer boot flashing, so it's something else. Siding job here in Sioux Falls. Got an 87-year-old house. We tore cedar siding off. We're going back with LP smooth siding. Ryan's our project manager. He's been running this job. It's a complete tear off, new soffit and fascia, kind of getting around it. We'll do a full video of this project next week to show you some of the problems you can have when you tear into an 87-year-old house. It's a lot more different than tearing off a 30, 40-year-old house. On those, we end up with some repairs, usually under the windows with rotten sheathing and some rotten window sills is usually the main repair. On this one, we had a whole wall in the back that we had to... So another contractor asked us to come out and look at this, that's redoing this wall. They found a bunch of rot. They were refacing the brick and the rock on the front, and when they took the rock off, this wall was all rotten going down. Obviously, the house had a built-in leak from the day it was built. I think these houses were built in the late 90s or mid 90s. So this might be the original roof. I doubt it though. I'm probably looking at the second roof on this. With the old valley dumping on a sidewall on an outside corner is a tricky situation every single time. And the contractor said the brick was all the way down here. So it looks like when they pulled the brick off, obviously it was stuck to the shingles. Pulled the step flashing out. Kind of got this corner all mangled now. So obviously something's leaking. So we got shingles caulked to the siding, so that's not a good sign. I'd probably recommend this homeowner do the method that we usually do to repair these. I know it's probably not in their budget, but to remove these shingles here, to do a repair, gonna take these shingles out a couple feet, put new underlayment in here, finish taking this outside corner off the siding, and removing these shingles in the valley, removing the siding over here on that little piece there.
What song do I consider to be my personal theme song? I would have to say Should Have Been a Cowboy by Toby Keith, because I wish I was a cowboy every day. And even if I put on some cowboy boots, I'm not even close to being a cowboy. So that's a theme song I hold true just because I won't want to be a cowboy.
We can see that there's something going on with the light itself. There's a lot of moisture and streaking coming from the top all the way down, and there's moisture running in between the panes. So this weld is let loose here. this is a really old skylight. This thing looks older than, I believe it's 28 years old. But yeah, so the weld's let loose here a little bit. It looks like it used to have some soldered clips on the top holding the weld together, but they're gone. And with the moisture in here. So we have two options, the leak. So it's a flange skylight. So that all it is setting flat on the roof. So however old that is. So that's a typical plywood. When we come into these older houses like this, the plywood gets lipped up and it starts to delaminate. And if you look over here on this here, you can see it from a cross angle. I don't know if you can get it with the camera, but what it ends up doing, it gets soft. And between each rafter, it'll start to do a whoop on you. And it's no longer laying flat. The other thing it does is it lips up. I'll show you over here. This is a perfect example of what happens with this delaminated plywood. So on your seams, you're on your horizontal seams, and I don't know why it does this, but it does it. This piece of plywood, it'll lip down into the attic, and then this piece will buckle up. And it does it it's just the weirdest thing ever. It'll do it across the whole line of plywood. All right, so we're at a leak today. These are kind of fun. So we're the third roofer who are taking a crack at this leak for this homeowner. We'll see what we got. We're gonna kind of take it apart. Looks like the other guys were fixing it with a caulk gun. So we're gonna take it apart and see what's going on underneath the shingles and the flashing. It's a big, huge skylight window deal here. So we'll start working on it, see what we find. Was in the pitch change. So we have a pitch change, which can be a problem, but the leak is down from the pitch change about 4 or 5 feet. So I'm not thinking that it's a pitch change. So there's something going on with the deck itself. And as I look at the deck, you want to see flat level shingles going all the way across the deck. And what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing a line coming across here where there's a difference in elevation on the roof boards or the plywood, or something's going on underneath these shingles. So even though the shingles are all in place and the roof is leaking, then we have some other sort of failure. And typically that is when bad wood is present for the deck and the roofers shingle over the bad wood. So the asphalt shingles just tread water, but on every key, you know, the left and the right where the shingles butt together, water gets in those keys and it gets underneath the shingles, and it'll run left and right under the shingles. That's why you need an underlayment.
Feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm on the big stage. I got my crew. I'll get you moving. It's what I do. The party's starting. It's going down. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. Check me out. Check me out. Just check me. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to press the like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next project. We're proud to serve the Greater Sioux Falls area, and we're always here to help with all your roofing and exterior needs, from repairs to full replacements. Got a question or need help with your home? Drop a comment or reach out at 605-764-9517 or visit our website at jimwoodsroofing.com. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, we'll see you on the next project.